Hi, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, you're on.
Hello, Joe. Today I'm going to ask you a few questions. Hope you're okay with that.
That's fine.
First of all, could you tell me a little bit about yourself and Suffolk Mine?
About myself, well, Suffolk Mind. Let's start with Suffolk Mind, that's the easy bit. Suffolk Mind has actually only existed as Suffolk Mind for a couple of months now. But prior to that, we were East Suffolk Mind, and we merged with West Suffolk Mind at the beginning of October. Basically, what we do is we provide services for people experiencing some form of mental illness or mental distress, and that ranges right through from providing housing services and support to people with very serious and complex mental health problems, right through to working with people experiencing sort of low-level anxiety and distress, and providing sort of information and advice. And we work across the whole of Suffolk and also into Cambridgeshire. And we've been around, well, East Suffolk Mind is over 25 years, and West Suffolk Mind was quite a lot longer than that. So we've had quite a long schedule of activity in Suffolk, and hopefully we'll be around for a lot longer. And I've been here 4.5 years in this job, and it's not been dull, as we said, but I moved back to Suffolk for this job, having worked in London and various other places, so it could be a lot worse.
Could you tell us why you decided to sponsor Autzine?
It was very interesting. When I was approached about Autzine, it raised an immediate question and quite a heavy debate here about Asperger's and autism, and whether they were a learning disability or a mental health issue. And what we found through discussion and through the quick bit of research we did about it was that actually nobody really seems to know, and they're straddling both things, which immediately made us very aware that, well, if it could be a mental health issue, it's something we should know and be doing something about. So immediately it was like, well, obviously we're not doing anything around Asperger's and such like at the moment. This is an opportunity for us to support something. But also I was very, very excited by the whole idea of this being developed by somebody with Asperger's and a group of young people, and with the idea that also the business angle on it, creating a business. And I just thought it was a really innovative and exciting thing that we wanted to see be able to grow and develop.
As you mentioned, health article, we have asked you to do something. I was just wondering, this may be our business looking into the future. Is there any future articles that you would personally like to put in the issue, if you had a choice?
If I had the choice for me and Suffolk Mind, I would. One of the things I think we are very interested in at the moment is how we support people to just live their lives.
Yeah.
So it's sort of articles around things like healthy lifestyles and things like dealing with stress, being a person stressful, let alone without all the other pressures, dealing with anxiety, coping with anger, and those sort of, just very much focused, rather than being about, particularly articles about, say, Asperger's or bipolar or things like that, very much articles about getting on with life, and we would be interested in sort of helping produce articles on a regular basis around that.
How do you see yourself working together with Autzine and the people make Autzine happen?
Well, as I said, we're very excited about Autzine, very much for the first issue, and very pleased to be involved in whatever we can. And so we'd be delighted to sort of try and help develop some of the articles. And also I think there's ways that we can promote Autzine and introduce a much broader audience to it outside of the college networks and things like that. But also I'm particularly interested in how we can support Autzine and the people working with Autzine to then go and work with other groups to help them do these things for themselves too. Because I do think for an awful lot of us, self-help is as good as anything else, and if not better at times. Particularly when you're talking at the level of how you live your life, rather than dealing with an illness or a syndrome. The everyday thing, I think we all take it better from each other and our own experience than from experts, whatever they are. So I'd be very interested, and I know you've met one of our managers here, Paul, is very, very excited by Autzine, and particularly, but also one of the things for us as an organisation that we're not very good at the moment is our web profile and our social networking and all that. We don't do much of that, and what we're hoping is that by working with you as experts doing it so well that you can actually influence us as an organisation and help us too. So that's sort of how I hopefully see the future.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for allowing me to see me. Good luck.
And thank you for watching as well. Now press the big red button.